Hello. I have another reading here. I wanted to know why Trump took so long to make any moves in this coronavirus pandemic as it was coming. Why did he put it off so much, addressing like what was really coming and the seriousness of it, and take measures to like prepare, test, educate the public, get, masks and supplies ready? Why? I would say there's about a month that he wasted pretending it wasn't happening. And what I want to know is what's up with that. So let's see what the cards say. Here I see, here's the virus coming so fast and so strong, right? And then it's covered by a King of Cups. And I can't help but see like Jared in this, that sort of look he always has where he's like stunned. So I don't know if he turned to Jared for advice, but I also, another thing I get in this is, because I don't think of Trump as a King of Cups, but I think that this thing that came actually scared him. And there might have been an emotional reaction, and the emotional reaction is, I'm not going to look, and I don't want anyone else to look, and I'm going to pretend it's not happening. I pictured in my head, like, imagine a kid making fun of a dog that's behind a fence, and just like, because I feel like Trump just was feeling like life is just a game in his presidency. He was just like gaming everything. He was in charge. And that this thing came and it was like really effing serious. And so he's like teasing the dog, and then the dog suddenly jumps over the fence and is like coming down on him. And that's the feeling I get that he had when he realized this thing was coming and it was going to be massive. But I also see Jared, I don't know if he turned to Jared, and that Jared sort of gave the bad advice. And Jared is the kind of person who would do it, who would try to come up with a way that they can like financially gain in this. Like, he wouldn't just say like, well, you have to do the right thing and tell the people and prepare. He would be like, okay, well, how can we use this to our advantage? This guy's like so obsessed with money and getting it that it's like a sickness, is what I feel in Jared. So the answer to my question is, like, I did feel for, we all know that his strategy was don't look and pretend it's not there, but was that a chosen choice that he made? And this card tells me, yes, he made the choice to not let anybody see and not let anybody know. And I think part of it was a fear of an insecurity of what it would do to his presidency. But then I think there was also a financial sort of underlying like scheme in it, or like consideration. So and now this card I see as Trump just hating Democrats. Don't ask me how I got there, but I spent a lot of time and realized that's what this is. And you see that, and you feel that and see that in him, in his defensiveness. He really, and I mean like Democrats in office, he thinks they're all like after him and want to humiliate him and take him down. So part of it was not wanting them to be able to use this to make him look bad. So he just kept pretending everything was okay. And I see this as, the Nine of Pentacles is like the accounting of it all, the financial accounting of it all. He just wanted things to stay as they were in the economy, in the stock market. And I do, when I touch this, I feel his fear, like his fear at this giant thing coming at him. And he's like, oh my God, I'm scared. No, I don't want to. And just, here's the plan. He came up with the idea. We're just gonna hope it's a stupid plan. It's a childish plan. The hope that it's just gonna it's just gonna go away and it's not gonna matter. It's just childish. But and this like is where it gets kind of deep and dark for me. Like, I see him, he becomes a Knight of Cups. He becomes submissive. Rather than a king, he becomes a submissive server to a group, like secret group that advises him. So I feel this to be a secret panel of advisors that he turns to for like advice. And I'm sure that also Jared is submissive to this group. Like, I feel like Trump is submissive to anyone who actually has a ton of money and power, and he will just like kneel down to them, which I think is exactly how he got involved with Vladimir Putin and those types of oligarchs. So anyway, I do feel, and it just gives me such a creeped out feeling when I touch these cards, like so distorted and sort of sick and dark, because I think it's almost like, did they advise him to like let it get bad? Did they advise him to pretend everything's okay? Like sort of almost like giving him a timeline of how to handle this so that they could take the most advantage financially. I don't know. Why do you have a motivation for a disaster like this? I mean, you know, could it be, of course geez, this bill they did, they cashed out, they profited big time by the bailout that just already went out. I mean, was that part of it? Let's make it bad enough, shut down the economy. I don't know. I'm feeling some kind of scheme here that isn't even about Donald, except that he is fine giving them secret information and getting advice. Ugh. The hope and fear is that he's kind of doing it or trying, and he somehow gets away with just sort of juggling words around to try to explain away without actually explaining his process, his reasoning, his timeline of things, which is so easy to see how screwed up it is, but he just gets up there and he juggles for people, and he turns it around and he just lies. I mean, we've done everything perfectly and wonderfully, and nobody, and I'm going to blame the last administration, and just, so this is just hoping he can get up there and manage to juggle around the right words to just slide through this. And then long term, just like in that last read I did and posted, at the end, I feel like he just walks away. I feel like all this heaviness, and then he just like takes off. So we're kind of left with this mess. And I know, like, it sounds too good to be true and hopeful. I'm just saying what it feels like here is he just drops everything and takes off and goes, he's just like done with it. And he just has he has some new idea. I'm sure it's like some kind of network that he wants to start, like his own like television network, or I don't know what, but I just feel him taking off. And even though it sounds great, it also really annoys me, because why do you get to just walk away? But, that's just the outcome of this. So I'm sure it's not the final outcome of his entire life. I'm sure that there will be some accountability, but all I feel in this is, I think I'm going to take off now. And then at the base, just more indication of some kind of money. King of Pentacles, that someone's, trying to maybe think of their own finances or the finances of themselves and their friends in this. And that's really scary, but also not surprising. So that's my read on that. Hope you liked it. If you did, please hit like and subscribe for more of these videos, and I hope to see you at the next one. Thank you.